Hello and welcome to part 37. And before we get to Kazas, apparently we're going to run into a random encounter. And judging by the sound of the music, it's a rare creature. Oh god, not this thing again. Well, I might as well take the time and correct a few fallacies. Very quickly, I might add. First of all, Lloyd. No, you can't hit him in that no-hand tournament no matter how hard you try, no matter what equipment you have. That's one fallacy. Second fallacy. It has to do with the tournament participants other than Lloyd. You'll win regardless because they'll either forfeit or get disqualified. Me, I personally fought them not only for the addition, but also I fought them as if I was going to reset as if the tournament was going to basically reset if I died by any means. Unfortunately, Albert just got killed by the 0-0 part. And yeah, that's Albert's debut, ladies and gentlemen. That's the other thing. Well, that's not really a fallacy. What I'm about to tell you is basically it picked up where we left off, where Albert died in... Well, not... Okay, let me rephrase this. Lavitz died in part 36, I do believe. And Albert is taking his place. And what is happening is I was distracted and I'm standing still. But let me take the time to tell you, we're actually at the end of chapter 1 here. But it's probably the longest part. Because it's going to take 4, and I repeat, not 4, 5. God damn it, I'm making fallacies as I go along. Anyway, it's going to take 5 parts for me to actually complete. And I'm spending one of those parts getting all the Stardust in this place. I might as well take the time to heal Albert because, well, Albert just lost almost all of his life. No correction, he lost all of his life. Thanks to the 0 parts. Anyway, where we need to go is right here. And open this treasure chest. That would have been Lavitz if he was still alive, but now Albert has the win and booed... okay. Sorry, I'm just not all together. What I was about to say, Lavitz will have the win... Albert, damn it! Albert has the win embedded... Twister Glaive. It would actually work wonders, considering we'll be fighting some Earth-based enemies. Or that's what I would have said if we really were going to be fighting Earth-based enemies. Actually, we will be fighting one, but it'll be several parts later. Meanwhile, come into this room here, look in the barrel, and voila! Stardust! 15 down, 5 more to go. Yeah, there's only 20 in this chapter. And at the end of the chapter, I'm going to do something a little bit special. I'm going to do a checklist for each chapter of all the Stardust. That way, for those of you who just happen to show up in certain parts of the playthrough, at least I'll have those... At least I'll have that checklist for you, so you'll know where the Stardust locations are, if I haven't already marked them. Something I didn't do with the Albert Primers in Final Fantasy X. And I'm not going to do with the Albert Primers in Final Fantasy X too, because you have to dig for them. Anyway, we just got our second star piece by going into that building and climbing up the ladder. Now the next door has the N. And I should have spent money on the inn instead of spending money on these items. The chances are I may have to free up some item space for some very powerful items, which would make the gameplay a lot faster. Well, I wouldn't say the gameplay, but rather Kazas a lot faster. And I keep going the wrong bloody way. I know what I'm doing, it's just the fact that I was having a little brain fart because where I'm supposed to go is in this door here. Even though this door has the weapons shop, It also has a Stardust, but before we can get the Stardust, we have to talk to this mysterious liar. I mean, adventurer. Yes, adventurer. Well, I could just tell from how you look. He knows we're adventurers. In addition, you have been on a very risky adventure. Well, well. What are you about to do? I could smell it from your aura. Oh, really? I just don't have to take a bath. By the way, I have a great story to tell you because you are an adventurer. Just between you and me, I defeated the Dragon Feybrand. Ha! Ha! Really? Oh, you don't trust me? Take a look at this. This is the feather of Feybrand. No, bro. Check part 26, cause you weren't in the party when we whooped this thing's ass. You trust me. Now I want to introduce this great product to you. It's a powerful drug that even beats dragons. The Dragon Beater. Very half-stock name for something like that. And his big mouth will get him in trouble. Is there a guy who defeated Feybrand here? You mean Firebrand? It must be you! Come with us! Wait a minute! I'm just a businessman! I was lying about the dragon! And that's the end of the mysterious liar. And there's our Stardust! Now let's see what's in the shop here. Probably some interesting items. Oh. Okay. Dark gets a new weapon. Shauna gets a new weapon. So now Shauna's finally useful. Dar will get an armament. Hashel will get an armament. And... oh, never mind. Why did I give Hashel one? He already has one. And a knee piece will come to Dart. And... no. Oh, great. I have an extra arm piece. There we go. So I have an extra armament and an extra knee piece that I'm going to have to sell. I should sell most of my extra stuff. But anyway, let's check and see if there's anything back here. And there's nothing here. That works. And that guy lost the key to his home. Well, there's nothing we can do about that. That's just a random NPC. There's no quest. Trust me. Sort of. Anyway. I mean, sort of trust me. Ah, who am I kidding? Anyway, these kids are just going to block your path. So, let's see. I was just checking to see if I was, like, lagging. That's what that pause was. And obviously I'm not. I'm more like I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place and a kid. So, what's in this next room? Let me out! Let me out! The NPCs are just standing there blocking my path. Oh, I see that. That's the hospital. So there's nothing there. Okay. We've had our exploration of the front part of the town. There's another part of town we need to go to. And it's not here. Okay. Up the street we go. Oh, and by the way, while we're in Kazas, well, that part of Kazas, if you would have talked to the soldiers, well, I don't remember what happens if you talk to the soldiers, but I do know what happens if you talk to those soldiers over there. They'll run you back. Anyway, this is Revolutionary Town, I do believe. So, now, as it stands, we have 17 Stardust left. And the last 3 are in this area. Particularly in the door that I just went to. Let's see. No, go back in. Go back in. Thank you. Now then, where we need to go is right here. And it just says, wow. Now then, anything else we need to... Yeah, I think there's some downstairs. I would need to check to see if there's a treasure chest around here, but apparently there isn't. Anyway, well, this area is not comforting. Oh, it's down here. Okay. Let's see what's in this area. Ooh! Let's check these barrels here. See what they got. Up! There's the radar! Stardust! And now there's one last location until we finally got all the Stardust for the chapter. And it's right over here. Passing it up there, RV Man. And that makes 20. So now we really don't have to go back to the very first chapter to get any Stardust we missed because we got every last one of them. But what we really need to do, actually, is leave this place and probably go... Oh, that's where the doctor is. I wonder. Anyway, we can just leave this place and... Yes, thank you for the never give up speech. And we can go into this next room next door, where plot begins. I bet you're wondering how you're going to get down there. Well, you're going to have to talk to this kid right here. Welcome to the ruins of the underground fortress. You guys look like new faces. You want to join the new Sergio party, don't you? I want to let you in, but I need to ask 3 questions. I have to check you out. First question. Which country do you want to win, Basil or Sandora? And to answer that, say I cannot say which. I can't say which, but the important thing is to end the war as soon as possible, not winning or losing. I think so too. Always hate or spite remains after the fight, regardless of whether you win or not. The second question, during the war, what should powerless kids like us do? Take care at home. That would be your second answer. Anything else will just restart the questions. You cannot send kids to battle, but somebody has to take care so that people have a place to come to. I agree. There are some things we too can do. The last question. Why do people have to fight? To protect, not to obtain, like I'm about to do here. Curse you past me and your errors. Anyway, to obtain would be your final answer to this. Not obtain, protect. I just said protect. And if you fail, like I just did, you'll be sent outside and you'll have to go back in and restart it again. So, in case you're wondering, the answer is simple. 3, 3, 2. That's all you need to know. 33 is number 2. Ha! What are you going to think? I was going to say 23 is number 1. Anyway, I'm going to have to redo all this because I chose the wrong option. But don't worry, I will advance plot. This is only the first time this happened, and it'll be the last. And it'll... Oh, and just for the record, it will always be 332. Anything else? Nope. We'll finally meet who our mystery person is. That's what else. You had a good grandpa, but you are... I'm Popo. Oh no, tell me he's not that genie from Dragon Ball Z. No, not the actual Dragon Ball Z. I mean the abridged Dragon Ball Z. That would be so messed up. But yes, Popo is trying to start a revolution against Kazas. Basically, because King Dole is, well, Emperor Dole is a complete and total ass. And even more so, this kid finally gets to meet his hero, King Albert, and he is flipping for joy. Like I said, I don't have anything against Albert, it's just the fact that his additions are really fast. But Albert's character more than makes up for the fact that we lost Labbits. I just wish we could say the same thing about the replacement character later on in the game. But yes, Popo is going to be talking with us. But more importantly, Popo is going to be our way to getting into the Black Castle of Kazas. Because that's where it all is going to end. Dole and all of his troops are lying in wait. Oh, that's going to be fun. And basically, all Popo wanted to do was just look for his mother and father, but more importantly, all Popo truly wanted to do was be free. And I can be reasonable with that. Everybody in Kazas is miserable because of Dole's rule. But sadly, folks, well, I'm going to have to end this part because in the next part, we're going to be storming Kazas Palace. And yes, it's going to be taking us 4 parts to do so. So with that said, this is RPMan 985. As I save, I'll see you guys in episode 38. That is if I ever save. Ah, there we go. And I got 20 Stardust. 20 down, 30 more to go. And at this rate, I'll be facing that secret boss in no time. And yes, Albert and Sean are in my party. See how that works out.